Tyler Perry changed the game because he can do 26 shows in a week. Wrap it up, boom. Give me my money. And he's getting the that's a filmmaker. He needs a studio to facilitate his shit.
His writing,
his writing, his
because he might
vision.
produce this. I'm writing this. I'm acting in this. So I got
Marvel-
I got 5 movies going on just this month.
Then Marvel might say, hey man, we need to have your studio. We're gonna give you $14 million for having the studio for 2 weeks.
Easy.
Easy.
But isn't that why 50's doing it?
Nobody's
Nobody
giving him
can
no money to rent a shitty movie in Freeport.
But why? If it's a dope
Because
location?
they would have did it themselves. They the one that started Atlanta.
So maybe he think he's gonna start Shreveport.
He's not a filmmaker. What if I told you I'm starting a music business in Flint Ridge? Yeah.
I'd be like,
I
you
bought a
fucking
studio.
tripping. I'm like, you fucking tripping. I'm like, you fucking tripping.
I bought a
Before we conversate about it, before I finish it, King, and we can go into the conversation, I just want to pause. That's the part that got me. But again, we're gonna let you, spit your expertise and everything on it. But that's the part that got me because I know in music, that's definitely a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely. I mean, I know you've been in music too, but I'm just saying that's more.
What part are you talking? What part are you talking about?
Well, what he just said, he was like when he used the music studio. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let it play. I just wanted to just pinpoint that point. That's what got me. I'm like, yeah, that's a difference. That is not the same. But let me finish playing.
Studio, I'm gonna be like Faizon that lost his fucking mind. You could have just sold me that money, nigga. So why you sitting? Why you wasting it? When you can just give me the money.
Everyone, I started a film industry, a music industry in Flint, Michigan. Here's my studio. We're gonna put out records. Like what, nigga? What? You get a dinner at your house? Nigga, so dumb. But I see what he's doing.
But what's the play?
He's building up to sell it.
It's just talking. It's like,
clip farming, like
yes. It's like, so we talking about it right now.
Yeah.
Just like the Diddy film. Do you think he made money on that?
Yeah.
No. Where from where? You have to sell this shit.
So it's Netflix.
For what, $5 million?
Sound like a lot of money to me, Faizon.
Nigga, Dave Chappelle gets $40 million for an hour stand-up. So how the fuck is Diddy
a 5-6-part series get $5 million?
But we don't know if he got $5 million. We don't know what he got.
He got $5 million and he didn't. And somebody brought it to him, and that's free money.
See, you come on, you thinking like the corner boy now. Yo, I only put in. I re-up. That was not the buy.
You talking about ex-drug dealers? That's how they make.
He's not a listen to me. I never understood 50 Cent. He's always, but I see what he's doing.
All right, so it's different layers to this. I personally, before we get into the conversation, I don't think he was personally trying to tear him down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I could be wrong. I kind of look at it like I knew artists who had some trash contracts, but if I tell them your contract is trash and you got screwed, and not that he's getting screwed, I think he's far from getting screwed. I think that whatever business that 50 doing is something he agreed upon, and if he is agreed upon that, then that's respectable. It's not to tear him down, but I do know, at least in the music industry, there's some realities of things of what it is. I know me and King, we had some back and forth conversation about not an agreement or disagreement, just educational conversation and just about it and stuff like that. So he understands what I'm saying as far as that. But I think it's an interesting conversation to have as far as the intricacies of it. You know what I mean? I want to let King. I don't want King to speak first because he's the filmmaker, and me, I respect people's position. You know what I'm saying? Whether I agree or disagree with anything he says. So first, let's start with Big Green. What's your thoughts on what he talked about as far as how he described the difference between Tyler Perry being a filmmaker and 50 Cent being he produces films or whatever, or he sells whatever is already produced or whatnot. So forgive me on the word of y'all, but I mean, you know what I mean? Y'all get what I'm saying.
Well, like you said, it is levels to it. So it's different realms on that end. So like you said, you thinking like a corner boy, you only get 5 million, then boom, boom, boom. Like, okay, Tyler Perry is building that generational wealth up with making his own studio, doing it the way he's doing because he's already got the rapport of making films and doing what he's doing. You know what I mean? It's a smart move to build your own studio. He's trying to build something for himself and his family. You know, whatever else he want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? With 50 Cent, when it come down to him, he's just selling a story. So it's a different level. So understandable, you know, you're gonna make some money off of it, you're gonna gain some kind of revenue. It's still some revenue being made off of 50 Cent stuff. Even if he did agree to making the film, the Diddy story and this and that, a certain amount that they, you know, chose to make it. But then you got to think about this: he's gonna gain revenue off the views from the film or the story that he's putting out there. So it could be a smart move either way. Because who didn't watch the Diddy? Like a lot of people watched it, even people that didn't want to watch it, even if they tuned in for 5 minutes, that's a view. So people get into it and they be like, "Oh, I couldn't watch the rest of that," but you still viewed it. He's still making money off of those views. It don't matter. You clicked on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a smart move, really. Either way it go, it doesn't really matter how much they making on it, because 50 Cent is gonna get that revenue from the future watches as well.
Yeah.
So does Tyler Perry. So you know what I'm saying. But Tyler Perry, he can go under and then lose it all, but at the same time, he's still with Netflix. He's still on these other sites. He's still, you know what I mean. He's still gonna get views as well with that. So both of these guys are making major moves. It shouldn't even be a discussion on who's making more when it comes down to that. It shouldn't even be a discussion because both of them's in the business, both of them's doing their thing. 50 Cent still got albums. He still, you know, there shouldn't be a discussion about.
Well, no. It's just a good conversation.
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't. You know, we already know 50. You know, but that's another conversation. But we can talk about it. But you know, 50, he think he can bully people and talk down on people. But then if they come at him, But you know what I'm saying? That's another part of the conversation.
Yeah, that's a different story. Yeah, because I wanted to say he probably made that film off of spite. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about as far as with Faizon, what it's saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 50 can sit there and troll everybody out there, and the minute somebody troll him, he get in his feelings. Right. I just find that weird. Like you do this every day, and then as soon as somebody actually kind of hits you with something that is true to a certain extent, you know
like
what I mean?
Like he did with Marlon.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, Steve, let me ask you this. So my thoughts is this: how do you feel about the what Faizon said? And I guess let me give you an example, right? So let's say you got like QC, right? You know, that's who got the Migos and stuff like that. I'm not gonna even say that. Let's say you got an artist who had a joint venture, right? The artist who has a joint venture, he'll put himself in the same category, or by terminology, he could be seen or sell himself as if he's Birdman or Master P, right? But in reality, the term is an illusion. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. A joint venture is more like a glorified artist, right? Where it's still more like an artist deal, but they just have a little bit more breathing room, like say creative control. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know this. Most artists didn't have creative control or don't have creative control. Like they think they have to submit their songs. Somebody can tell them, no, we don't want this song on the album.
Yep.
We don't want this song on the album. This gonna be the single. I ain't giving you the money for it. You know what I'm saying? The bonus for it. You know what I'm saying? What's your thought on it as far as the levels? Do you think 50 Cent should just respect the level? Because I don't think nobody's mad at 50 Cent for where his level. Like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of look at it like I took in a lesser paying job to build the experience to get the better paying job. So do you think 50 should be taking it personal? Because I mean, he's still achieving.
Yeah, nah, but there's levels to this shit too.
Exactly, that's
What we
my point.
gotta
But
always look at too.
yeah, but 50
You know what I'm
ain't taking
saying?
it well.
He doing what he's supposed to do to get where he needs to be, but somebody like Tyler Perry is somebody on a different level already.
I know, but I'm saying answer the question though.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to answer it how I feel it need to be answered.
Can you directly answer the question?
I am.
Okay, let me ask it again. Do you think 50 should be taking it personal that he's not on Tyler Perry level with what Faizon
No,
said?
it's
Oh, okay.
levels to this shit. You gotta get there. It's not
Okay,
gonna
gotcha,
happen
gotcha, gotcha.
overnight.
Yep. Okay.
That's all
That's my
I'm
thought.
saying. Nothing more.
I was getting understanding. No, I
Yeah, but
misunderstood
that's why I
you.
said, hey man, it come with it. You where you supposed to be to get there though.
Yeah.
You
And
buying the space, Shreveport, you doing what you need to do to get there. In the space ain't no none of that SAG after, none of that extra stuff you gotta do to get stuff filmed. You gotta do in California, New York, just like Tyler Perry did in Atlanta.
yeah. Hey, he started from nothing too. He won.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all come with the hustle, but it's stages to it. You getting there, and he doing what he's supposed to do to get there. Though.
Yeah, you know Tyler Perry. He would start off doing his plays and wasn't making no money. He would because he was okay with breaking even because he knew that if he bring the crowd, then that will make venues want to give him more chances and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He
It's all
wasn't
about
even
a
making
foundation.
money. Yeah,
Building the foundation.
mm-hmm. That's pretty creative. Like, hey, I'm gonna take this. I ain't gonna make nothing as long as the venue can make money. Then that's gonna give them say, oh yeah, we made some money out of you. Yeah, you can do 4 more plays.
Yeah. And then when he decided to do those tapes, that was the best decision he ever did too.
Yeah,
When he
you know
started recording the plays,
yeah,
and
yeah,
sending them out, that
yeah,
was one of the best decisions he could have ever did. That's marketing at its finest.
yeah, yeah. So King, back to you now. So now that you done heard, us non-filmmakers, you know what I mean?
Steve is in the biz. Steve's
No,
in the
I'm
biz.
just joking. It's nothing personal, take personal. You know what I'm saying? What is your thoughts on the conversation that we've had so far and enlighten us? Add your perspectives on it and your thoughts on it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that everything you guys said is like relative to everything that's been put out from each person. But just like what Steve said, there is levels to this stuff. And with the two guys, Tyler Perry and 50 Cent, they're basically in two different lanes. But what I can say is that there are more 50 Cents than there is Tyler Perry's in the business, meaning that if they're if they're an executive producer or some sort of chairman on these big production companies like Warner Brothers or Paramount or Sony, a lot of times they don't even know anything about film. They didn't go to film school. They don't know nothing about cameras. They don't know nothing about anything. They may know about finances. They may know about business mergers. They may know about team building. They may know about project management, but they don't know shit about why James Cameron made Terminator and why the blue water has to be this. They don't know that. And I say that because 50 Cent is in a realm of like, nah, he's probably not like sitting back writing these whole stories like Tyler Perry is, but sometimes he does act in his own stuff, so I was gonna say that, but at the same time, it's like they're kind of in two different realms where it's both needed. The Tyler Perry one is like a phenomenon because he's pretty much kind of like the only one that's up there by itself, because Spike Lee and all these other directors are big name directors, but as far as like pushing it to the top and having number one stuff and being on different platforms and having your own studio, he's basically just mimicking the Hollywood model, but he's just using it in his own brand that he created. He has a built-in audience, so no matter what, he's gonna get what he's gonna get. So it's kind of a different thing to where like 50, he's making some their film styles are totally different. You know, the audience that they're able to tap into does cross over, but 50 is able to tap into a whole nother audience as well. And that's what's growing for him, regardless if he's sitting back writing the stories or not. He's creating the IP or the idea. He's in the room, just like with Tom Cruise. When Tom Cruise gets to be in the film, he's going to be executive producer, even though he's acting in it. You know what I'm saying? So that way he still has some sort of creative power and pull on it. 50, I believe he's still an actor. You know, he's built his career up being an actor. So I see him jumping into that executive producing, kind of taking the same lanes like a Tom Cruise. Because again, this business is based off of face recognition and it's based off of name recognition. You want that household name. That's why all these actors be on their social medias doing all kind of shit so you can see their face. So you can see who they are. You can remember who they are. So when you see them in the film, hopefully they good. Hopefully they good and you remember them like, oh yeah, I want to see that person in the film. I know this film gonna be good just because you've seen that familiar face. So I just like with Faizon, I'm not disagreeing with him. He's able to talk about it because he's coming from like a 80s 90s type of formats, and he's seeing what it is, and he is talking about kind of like the writing on the wall of like being able to not have to be on a studio lot, and you can do this wherever you are because of the way that social media cameras, the way that we are doing independent films now and just making our own series as well. So it's kind of like Tyler Perry's that's the aspiration. That's the goal. That's the goal point. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay, so we're gonna continue the conversation. I want y'all to see this, so I'm gonna read it for you. I don't know if y'all can see it. So it says Tyler Perry purchased a 330-acre former Fort McPherson Army base in Atlanta for $30 million in 2015 to build his studio. It said he later acquired an additional 37 acres in late 2022 to expand the campus for 8.4 million. So in total that's around $39 million. This is what blows my mind. We got all these actors that have been mistreated, dismarginalized by Hollywood, but yet they have made millions by Hollywood. And if you do the math, 30 million divided by 100. Let's see what this number comes up to. 30 million divided by 100 actors is $300,000. A Bentley is $250,000 a minute. That's a damn shame. But yet we scratch and wrestle and pull teeth to get an Oscar, a Golden Globe, a Grammy. But the average actor has a Bentley.
That they probably can't afford.
But you get my point. When do we look and say, the problem is us? It's understood over there. I don't know, man. I'm looking
so many,
right
so
now.
many
I'm looking
layers
at.
to it.
Hold on, I don't mean to cut y'all, but King, you're an independent filmmaker. Steve is an independent actor, and whatever else he got going on, right? Big Green owns his own fragrance. He's independent. I don't understand how these actors come together to fight and screech for awards. It costs money, but they can't come together. It's I'm gonna say this again: 300,000 a piece.
And they so disenfranchised that they can't afford to come together. They not even thinking like that. Everybody think that they bought. Man, a lot of these people are just like day to day, like regular folks out here in the world that would love to come together in kumbaya, but they got so many life problems going on trying to hold it together that they can't even focus. It's the same thing with the.
But they got Bentleys though. They got a $1 million house though. So it doesn't refute them. It doesn't excuse them from being able to do that. They got jewelry. They got Louis Vuitton luggage. They get these private flights. I'm just saying their lifestyle proves to me that they can do it, but they don't choose to.
Hey, you definitely speak to the choir. I mean, we see like the Tyler Perry is there. It does work.
It does work.
Everybody gonna got the same look as you.
No, I get it.
Some people ain't looking for generational wealth.
I get it. We know that, but listen,
they just looking for the hustle now.
Look, we know why crackheads smoke crack, but it doesn't excuse them though.
Yeah, but I'm still like, everybody don't have the same hustle.
I get it, but when you say that all the time, Steve, to me it's like an exit door for them. No,
it's not an exit door. But it's not an exit everybody door. Can't be rich, fam. We gonna have some people that struggle.
They're not all rich. They all like.
No, I'm not. I said 100. It's $100 million actors. Okay, let's stop it. Y'all tripping.
And some of them gonna have to pay.
It's a what? It's $100 million actors.
I know. I said there is 100 actors that have made $1 million or more off of movies.
Right, at some point, maybe 20 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, and they're like $1 million. That ain't shit.
Why can't we just admit that our unity is just trash? Why can't we just say that? Why we gotta go to but we ain't our mind and da. No, our unity is trash, bro.
We didn't say the unity wasn't trash, but we're saying there's still reasons why the unity is not there. People are worried about their fucking lives right now, bro.
But they got a Bentley. What you talking about? Worry about their life? They won't worry about their life.
They trying to survive.
You can survive without going to the Bentley dealership. What are you talking about,
dog? Not every actor got a fucking Bentley. Not every actor got a damn Bentley.
Just listen.
They may roll up in a rental. They could roll up in a rental just like you do. Just like when you and your boys go to Vegas.
Most of those Bentleys are leased anyway.
Yeah, when you and your boys go to Vegas to hang out, you renting. They're renting the lifestyle.
I get it. But
it's not smart either. That's not smart either. But they're
saying, bro.
But they're in a lifestyle bubble that they have to create.
Okay, if you add up the jewelry they buying, if you add up the Bentley they're releasing, if you add up the house they're paying Morgan, okay, it's still they've wasted $300K on bullshit several times. That's a fact, bro. Come on, what are we talking about? Bro,
yeah.
We watch them with $20,000, $30,000 suits at the gala, at the Met Galas. What are we talking about?
Well, what we're talking about is that you got to really take emphasis on that. There's two different worlds, and you gotta pick which one you're going to talk about. There's two different worlds.
But I don't. But when it comes to accountability, I don't like running to the excuse world.
No,
we can just call it out for what it is and just say it's bullshit.
No, I'm not saying with excuse world. Like, yes, I'll give you this. You're in the warm zone of being able to have this conversation without anyone having a rebuttal to you. You're in that zone. But what I'm saying is these generation of people who are in there.
This has been going on for 80 years. This is not a generational thing.
I'm talking about the type of money. Okay, I'm talking about the type of money that actors have been making.
But it was equivalent back then to being rich then. It's called inflation.
So you just think every actor is fucking rich.
So you tell me no, see now you're bullshitting. I know every actor ain't
you
rich.
Think every fucking actor is fucking rich and rolling a fucking Bentley.
I just said 100 actors. So you mean to tell me it ain't at least 100 actors that made at least $2 million off of movies? Come on, man. We gonna cap like that, boy. Come on, boy.
I'm saying that they haven't, but I'm saying when 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, when 2 million ain't shit in their world.
You're not hearing what I'm saying, bro.
You're not hearing you're not hearing
what I'm
reality.
saying. No,
You're
I'm
not
not.
hearing
I am hearing reality. And what my reality is
they
saying
gotta
that, listen,
they're making money where they gotta last a lifetime.
listen.
They don't know when the next gig they're gonna get. They have no idea.
If you notice, let's take away the money. What I used to prove my point was their lifestyle. So if what they making, it don't have nothing to do with what they're spending. If they can spend it, then they can invest it. So you mean to tell me you can't invest what you're spending? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what I said before one time. I said this one time. I said, if you spend more money out eating in a year than you do saving, you're a piece of shit. I know people who spend more money eating out than they save. That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all.
He jumped all the way over here.
It's the same thing. So if your lifestyle, if your lifestyle, if what you spend on your lifestyle is more important than what you're willing to invest in to have some type of wealth or to improve your lifestyle that you live in, then I'm a shit on you.
Man, I'm telling you, it's
spend
two
more money eating out
worlds.
than I save. What are you talking about? They still
It's
humans.
two
They
worlds,
still
bro.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Everybody
You
don't
won't
have
let
the
me.
same values, man.
It's two
That's all
worlds
I'm
in
saying.
their world. Like for one, it's two worlds in the sense that they gotta look like they came over the Joneses.
And
a lot of the stuff that they're doing, they're paying for themselves for them to be in the position that they are. And
so am I wrong for shitting on them? Am I wrong for holding them accountable?
Even let me say what I gotta say.
Because you started talking about the two worlds, only one world called planet Earth. So what the hell
Go
are you
ahead,
talking
man.
about?
Go ahead, man.
No, debate.
Man.
You're scared to debate me.
No, it's not debating. It's waiting a turn to breathe.
It's at my mama's house.
It's waiting a turn to breathe. So it's like basically saying that these people live in two different worlds of glamour and what they have to upkeep. That's a cost, that upkeep of it.
It doesn't change. It doesn't negate the conversation.
And what I'm saying, nigga, I don't give a fuck about negating the I'm just giving a fuck about finishing my fucking thought.
I see what
I'm just trying to finish my fucking thought.
Finish it. Finish
God,
it. Go ahead.
Damn.
You better say something worth something then, since you're telling me you can't finish it.
Everything I motherfucking say is worth something. Every fucking thing I say.
Nigga, please.
Everything I say is worth something.
Okay, go ahead. Let me see what you're gonna say.
What I'm gonna say is that they live in two different worlds and it costs money.
It's one world. Sky Earth. Keep going. We live on one planet. So why you said it's bringing up two different worlds? You been to Mars?
Wow. So since we can't talk in English vernacular,
you've been talking just as much as me. What are you talking about? Don't act like
no. Since we can't talk and understand that there's two different worlds, just like there's two different worlds in rock, there's two different worlds in hip hop. There's several worlds in different.
It's only
different
one
things.
world in finance.
There's not. There's different worlds. There's crypto. There's crypto. There's checks. There's cash. There's revenue. There's all kind of stuff in finance. There's income tax. There's IRS. There's collections. There's all kind of shit in the finance world. There's all kind of stuff in finance world. There's different worlds and there's different worlds in different industries. There's not just one thing. There's one thing.
So I guess when it comes to the entertainment world, we supposed to get them out by saying it's two different worlds. It ain't no different than somebody working.
Nobody about getting them off.
You either spending or saving.
It's just about like talking reality of what's really going on.
It is reality. That's just like it's just like the reality is
that they have a cost of what they're doing, and in certain worlds, as far as like white actors, things that they get involved with, awards that they win, they're able to progress into their field and fast field, which do bring more money for them to live the life that they're living, because that's the money that they're making. So, for example, Viola Davis, he has a whole fucking chapter about exactly what we're talking about. So you could go and argue with her in her book, because she's explaining exactly what I'm trying to say, is that there's like maybe 1% that's making millions of dollars to be able to make some change to say, hey, let's come together and build something like Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is in the less than 0.1% of people. Tyler Perry,
he started off out his car.
There with fucking Elon
so you prove my point. He started out sleeping out his car, so you prove my point. He was sleeping in his car when Viola Davis was making more money than him. So you prove my point. It's a choice. If you're spending more than you saving,
it's a choice if you want to be.
You prove my point.
It's a choice if you want to be a business person to open up a studio, a sound stage. Yes, it's a choice to do that. It's also a choice to say, "Hey, I'm gonna go develop IP and get with different companies and make sure I make something and make money from it, like 50 Cent's doing." It's just different choices of different businesses.
And now we come into
Different
a medium.
worlds.
I get it, and that's all I'm saying. That's not different worlds. It's the same world. It's a choice. No, it's not.
It's different worlds.
Okay, let me give an example why it's not different worlds.
They choose to live in that world.
Let me explain how it's not different worlds. Okay, I have a job. Somebody else has a job, right? It don't matter. You can't say just because he worked for this company, I work for that company, that's two damn different worlds. No, it's not. At the end of the day, he gets income, I gets income. If he don't wanna get that 25% discount on the stock in his own damn company.
Yeah,
I ain't finished my sentence. Now I'm talking about you. You cut me out. Let me talk.
In the gym, but I don't work in the gym.
Okay, I ain't talking about the gym. Again,
but I'm just saying.
But you can't if you
work at the gym.
You arguing.
And I work
what are you arguing?
Bell,
you don't even know what I was gonna say. You don't even know what I was gonna say.
Gym and I work at Taco Bell is not the same.
You don't even know what I was gonna say. So I'm wondering, what are you debating? If I didn't even finish my sentence, I'm just wondering. I'm curious. What are you debating about what I said if I hadn't got to say it?
Because you were saying that someone worked.
I didn't finish my sentence though. But I didn't finish my sentence. You never let me get to my point. You never let me land. You ain't even let me take off. Let me land my plane. So I'm confused.
You took off.
I didn't. Yeah, I was trying to take off.
Trying and doing are two different things. But
okay, so again, like I said, if I work for this company A, and this person works for company B, we still have to pay we still have to pay taxes just like everybody else. Right now, the only difference is this. Guess what? We can determine our level of success by how we treat the money we have. Okay, if this person chooses not to invest in stock, if he chooses not to participate in his 401k or up it a notch or whatever or not, then he is not going to have the same satisfaction of life as me when it comes from a financial point, because he's not investing in himself. So all I'm saying is, yeah, we know Tyler Perry is the 1%, but I'm breaking it down on a micro scale, right? At the end of the day, people make choices and choose where they want to be. Here's the problem I have. These same people who made the choice to not invest, they're complaining. That's what my point is, brother. If you not listen, there's a guy who makes $50,000 a year. He's not complaining though. But my point is these same people who are complaining about it's not fair and this and not this and whatever, and stuff like that, they're complaining. They're not doing anything.
Faizon Love's the only one that's complaining. The broke niggas.
I totally agree with that. I can't disagree with that. Look at him. He can't even go to the gym. Hey boy, you say Jim to him, he might fall out.
I ain't in it. I'm not body shaving. I ain't in it.
Hey, I think Faizon to wear a dress before he go to the gym.
He ain't worn one yet.
He hugged a nigga in jail.
It's hot in here.
Well.
Oh yeah, he did do that. Damn, Green.
In two different movies.
Y'all silly. Man, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Hit the like button, man. If y'all want to see me and Kane go at it again, you
said world. You did say world A. You said world A and world B. So it's two different worlds.
I said job A and job B. I said that it's the same world.
There's two different jobs, nigga. It's two different worlds. I gotta clock in differently than you do.
Well, why the same country taking both our taxes?
I'm contracted. I'm like W9. I'm contracted. I'm W9, Brand. I'm coming in and out. I'm a vendor.
I'm W2, 1099,
1846.
I got all
Yeah,
that
me
shit
too.
going
Yeah,
on.
me too.
I'm 1084.
PPT license tax, all that shit.
I'm
I'm
all
telling
in.
you, I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that they got to keep up with the Joneses. That's what they act like. They act like they got to keep up with the Joneses, and that
Oh,
shit
yeah.
is expensive. That shit is expensive, man.
And again, I agree. That's my whole point. Like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Look, we done talking. You we done,
I don't think anybody can take that Tyler Perry headache, man. Do you understand how much shit he has to deal with?
I want that headache.
Woo!
Give me that headache. Please.
Woo!
If I can park my jet in front of my house, yeah, please give me that headache. I'll take that any day.
I'm using one of your examples. I'm thinking from an actor's standpoint. I'm thinking from an actor's eyes, like a person that want to be an actor. I'm thinking of like that, because I look at 50 Cent as an actor. I don't look at him as an actor, like and that's a respect thing, like an actor moving his way up to be an exec, to work whatever.
Mm-hmm. And that's just my thought, and that's my thing. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is that's also another part of the problem that I can expose. We don't want to invest without feeling like we need to have that position. So what I'm saying is, I don't have to be in Tyler Perry's position to invest in a studio. Okay, think about this. Watch this. Who owns Walmart?
It used to be the Waltons, the Sam Walton.
No. Who owns it now?
I don't know.
Exactly my point. You want to know who owns Walmart? Shareholders. So my point is, I would love, if I had it to give up like that, I would love to be one of the 100 actors or actresses. And look, not just them. It's so many. You know this. It's so many positions in the film industry, right? Producer, whatever the case. I would love, if I had the money to do it. Again, you have to have it loosely, right? You know, $300 is a lot of money. No matter, I don't care what nobody say, right? But I would love to be a part of an investment like that I know is going to make money as long as people are watching movies, as long as people are watching big budget movies and stuff like that. I don't have to be Tyler Perry to want to invest in something. My goal is not attention necessarily. It's to get a return or build generational wealth. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So to me, I just think that, again, my whole point was about a king is, you're right. They don't have to want to be more or do more, but they got to stop all the complaining too, then, bro.
How do we know that that's actually being, put out there for people to ask, and he don't got a certain circle of investors that he only deal with?
What are you talking about? We our own man, bro. What are you talking about? I don't need no babysitter. What you talking about? You're a grown man. What you talking about?
I'm just saying, though, when it comes to business is done a certain kind of way, too.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you got to.
End of the day, it's done a certain kind of way too.
Yeah,
but you still.
Like I say, like that Fertitta that just bought the Rockets. He ain't get all them $1 billion from just his money. He got extra people who went into he got a circle to put in with him to make sure that happened.
So you further prove my point. We get loans on everything else. Why wouldn't we want to get a loan and invest?
All right, but I'm just saying it just goes a different way when it comes to certain aspects.
Listen, I didn't say it had to be your own money. All I'm saying is, if people can go buy $250,000 Bentley, $1 million chain, or whatever, or have a high-end lifestyle, or they have had or shown that they've spent the money loosely enough to where they could use it for something that would be more of an investment, they should do it. If not, stop complaining about what's not being fair to you or you not getting roles and things like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It's the complaining factor that I have a problem with. For example, again, do y'all hear 50 complaining about his position? No.
Is he where he want to be right now? You don't hear Tyler Perry complaining either.
But my
where he want to be.
But my point is that he's not complaining. He's working. Here's the thing. Instead, he understands what's against him, right? He's had many interviews where he talked about where the system kind of, you know what I'm saying, he faced those challenges, right? But you want to know what he don't do? He don't complain. Instead, he attacks it. And he's attacking it. I ain't mad at him for that. How often you hear him complaining about the industry not being fair to him? You don't. You hardly hear it. He may tell you about the harsh realities of what he's faced, but he don't complain about it. You know what I'm saying? He had a similar issue with the liquor brand that Diddy did, but he didn't complain about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Come on. Y'all hear these actors whining all day, every day. That's all I'm saying, bro. Don't do all that complaining if you ain't with. You know what? You wanna know what my goddaddy told me one time. He said, "Man, don't expect nobody to invest more into you than you."
Cause can I say something though?
Yeah,
You on it, and you can go with it how you want to.
yeah.
Have you ever planned? Have you ever planned your own surprise birthday party?
No, I don't celebrate birthdays. I don't.
You win. You win.
I done forgot my birthday several times before.
No. You win. You
I ain't
don't
win that.
celebrate. Ain't nothing. I'm just saying if you ever have prepared your own surprise birthday party, let me know.
Okay, yeah, nah.
Let me know. Let me know in the comments. That's what the whole thing is about.
Yeah, gotcha. Nah, but I mean, we all got good points though. Ain't nobody wrong. I think it was just different perspectives that's clash. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But my whole thing was I was just alluding to the complaining part because y'all know, come on, it's a lot. And I'm not saying that arguments and their complaints are not just. You know what I'm saying? I just, man, you know, man, if things ain't going my way, then I'm just the type of guy. I'm gonna find a way to just do things my way, or I'll retreat. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I ain't finna keep knocking on nobody's door if they don't want to let me in, man, or they gonna act funny, and when they come, I ain't like y'all not gonna go where y'all tolerate it. Y'all gonna go where y'all appreciate it.
To the full power.
That's all I'm saying, Kinfolk. We sit here and we complain every year, but then they breaking their neck to be at the awards. Stop complaining. Jay-Z did it.
They do
You
it
know what I'm
every
saying?
time.
They do it every time. That's all I'm
Every
saying,
time.
bro. That's my issue with it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. You can't. That's just like you steady going back to your girlfriend, but she keep messing up.
That's my point. That's my point. That's my point to it. To saying if you ever planned your own surprise birthday party, the reason
Yeah.
why they keep going back to it is because somebody else is planning the surprise birthday party. They love the surprise birthday party. They
Oh,
love it. When you gotta build it
gotcha.
yourself, you still gotta plan your own surprise birthday party. Like whenever I was doing this whole business entrepreneurial leadership thing, and it was like, hey, how long you been in business? I was like, man, me and my wife have been in business since 2013. And I was like, he was like, oh, so you've been in business about 7 years. It's like, when have you had a annual party about it? I said, I never
Mm,
have. He said, so you never celebrated yourself having a business for 7 years? I said, no, I haven't, because I'm so
mm,
busy doing the process, doing the business. But he said, nah, you gotta pretend that you having a party, that you doing a surprise party for yourself, for your business. You gotta do that. And that's the thing, is that it's not as fun, it's not as fucking glamorous when you gotta plan this shit your fucking self. It's not as glamorous when you gotta plan your own movie screening for everybody else to get hype about it. And you gotta come and be hyped too. Get you hype, you're excited. I ain't gonna take that away. Cause just like you ending up planning a wedding and stuff like that, there's a lot of stress that goes along with it. But I'm just saying, a
I
lot of
feel
these a
that.
lot of these a lot of these actors don't got that kind of gusto where they don't want to
Mm,
plan a surprise party. They,
man,
they
that's powerful. I feel
that's
that. That example, that hit me right there. That hit me right there. The way you gave that example, now I fully understand what you mean, because I didn't understand the terminology, the phrase. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the meaning behind it. But then when you break that down, I'm like, damn, that's deep. That's deep. You still got to be excited about it. That's cold.
that's why they keep
That's
that's why they
cold.
keep going back to them goddamn award shows. That's why they keep going back. They want the party.
Wow, that's crazy. That got to be psychologically draining.
Yeah, but it's about rubbing shoulders with the, top notch actors. If you want to
Look
feel
how
like
hard.
you on the same caliber, everything is well.
Look how hard Taraji was crying. That's some real
That's
shit.
crazy, man.
Just what Steve said right there.
Man.
Even if you don't get the award, you still want to be appreciated for your craft.
Yeah, man. I don't think I wanted that bad. That's why my music career didn't, man, bro.
Dude, I
Because let
watched
me tell you something, bro. It's some man. I've been in meetings, bro, where man I had 6-figure numbers, man, thrown at me, man. Major labels, bro. I was almost a part of the Bone Group. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'd have sat down, man, and it's like, but I had my dad, I had my auntie who was good with numbers, I had a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? I was lucky. I wasn't like one of those just child who had no mama, no dad, or whatever, which is what the rap industry, that's most of their victims. They're usually children who have no backbone, nobody to protect them. Because it's easier to sign them because they don't have nothing. They come from nothing. Ain't nobody to defend them. Ain't nobody to be their voice for a reason. So, you know what I'm saying? And so, man, I've been in, man, and I don't feel bad about it. I don't, bro. I just, if I can't get it without losing my integrity, I don't want it, bro.
I don't want it at all.
Yeah, I don't want it at all, dog. Man, like I know King's a good filmmaker. Man, I've been on this man. I've watched him work. I've watched this man work with 30, 40 people in. Listen, that's a talent, right? I'm sure he's very qualified to do Hollywood type stuff. But to me, he ain't got to that point yet. It gotta be because he refused to lose his integrity, man.
Man, yeah, there's rooms you got to go into. Okay, that's things that's sacrifices you got to make to get there. And that's some real shit. That's what I'm saying. It's a choice, man. You got to know your number.
Man, I mean, come on, Will Smith, 6 Degrees of Separation. Sylvester Stallone, I can't think of the movie. Man, he was like, in the trail is so long. It's so long. It's so long now. We just got through talking about Tiana Taylor. She wasn't even in 30 minutes of the movie. But everything she did in it was neurotic.
Damn sure was.
And she won the Golden Globe. I'm like, how did that happen? The movie 2.5.
Hey, it's the right people hustling for you, just like the Heisman Trophy.
When me and King was talking, I was like, think about this. They give Kevin Hart $40-50 million budget movies. Y'all know damn well he ain't nowhere near the best actor. But they give
you this though. Sometimes it just be your time. And you didn't hustle right for it to be your time. We've seen a lot of people, and I ain't gonna say these people it wasn't their time and they wasn't killing. We seen Lorenz Tate, all kind of people had their time, fam.
Lorenz Tate never had his time. Steve, what are you talking about? He's never had his time.
Actors.
No. Lorenz Tate never had his time. Hollywood never gave him his time.
What you talking about? Yeah, he did.
Please see, y'all King feel me.
Dude, Lorenz Tate was in like 8, 9, 10 movies at one time.
King understand.
He's been in a lot of movies, but they never gave him he's never been to that level, the echelon. And
I can agree on that.
Even the powers.
He's been in a lot.
Our people gave him his time. Now Kevin Hart on the white people time, he messed with Seth Rogen, that whole other Saturday Night Live, that whole other group, fam.
Well, that's when it come down to the levels of it, because our people ain't gonna give you shit.
Like, but put that dress on.
in which he said he wasn't gonna do.
But like I said, people
He
always talk
said he
about
wasn't
putting
gonna
that
do it.
dress on. Nobody never talked about Eddie Murphy or Martin Lawrence or any of them when they put a dress on, fam.
Well, Eddie didn't have to
Jamie
because he
Foxx.
was already that way anyway. He knew who that was on Figaro that he picked up. What you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Jamie Foxx, all these people put a dress
I live
on
in LA.
so we don't
Figaro
put them
is
in
a
the same
known.
simulation
That's a
with these
known.
other people.
Figaro is the Bissonnet in LA. So he knew who was in there.
The drag Bissonnet. That's the drag.
He knew who was in. He knew who
They found out. Yo, you Eddie? Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha. Yeah, nah, Steve. We know everybody ain't so they said, but I'm just saying. But when you look at people like Kevin Hart, and he said here he gets $40-50 million budget movies, and most of them was trash. But then you got somebody like Lorenz Tate, who's one of the coldest, but he can't get no $40-50 million movie and star in it, and we know he'll kill it. Clifton Powell, this man. I don't know. Clifton Powell is one of, this man is a legend. He is one of the most talented actors, bro. He can, if you watch Clifton Powell, he might have not had the opportunities to kill roles that he should be able to kill, but with the roles that he have been given, man, he played them
What team?
to prove. Man, this man supposed to be big time, bro.
But yeah, he is. But I'm gonna give you this: like them, all of those actors we just talked about are in different times of their career.
It don't matter.
Yeah, it does to me.
It don't, because this been happening for 70 years.
Someone like what's the name? Kevin Hart starting off and with the white boys and 40-year-old virgin, shit like that. It comes with seasons and you putting up the work to get there.
Yeah, but
it was one time when what's the name? Lorenz Tate was in everything coming out. Love Jones, everything, bam, 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 bam,
But
bam, bam.
That's what good. That's what good.
He was in a lot of movies.
He was that dude.
Yeah.
Love Jones is what fucked it up.
But in my mind, when he was Frankie Lyman, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, fam.
Yep, Frankie Lyman. Yep.
Yeah, he was Frankie.
Man, all that came in.
Dead president.
We're not saying he wasn't hot. We're just saying he couldn't get the marketing.
I know it, but I'm just saying it comes with seeing what actual crowd you're being promoted to.
Okay, Steve. First of all, those seasons, they control them seasons, sir.
They control.
That's the
Kevin Hart
problem.
wasn't even out when that shit with what's the name was coming out though. That's what I'm kind of
saying. So what you saying? You saying you think Kevin Hart got where he got without no Hollywood intervention?
No, I ain't say that. I said he in a different crowd and in a different season. He be in the movies with a whole different crowd than any of the people we talk
But they
about.
control the season, so that's still manipulation.
But that's what I said though, fam. It's about timing. Everybody timing when they want it to be.
It's not about timing. They only let one or two in at a time. Steve, let us hear what you're thinking, bro.
That's what I'm thinking. They don't let shit in, nigga. You kick that shit in and take it. Just like that man that sit up there making movies that he don't even got shit to do with now. Kevin Hart making real movies where him and Wesley Snipes. It wasn't about comedy or nothing. Nigga changing into a whole nother nigga to try and get it on.
But you don't. You further prove my point, Steve, right? So,
yeah, all right. It's gonna always be something like that. Every time you go. Fuck out of here, man. Kick that shit down the road, niggas.
Why you got to say it like that? I always think something like Day.
We surely is gonna eat today.
Man, make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe, because you never know how it's gonna go down. Steve going hard on me, man.
Give me them peas, pass them peas around here.
Yeah, man. Hey, I like when this happens, man. This is beautiful. Okay, but so let's keep going. So, Steve, but what I'm saying is, how is it that Lorenz Tate, how is it that Kevin Hart get $40 million budget movies over Lorenz Tate or Morris shouldn't have proven actors who they killed it every time?
Lorenz Tate was 20 years ago when he was getting movies.
It doesn't matter.
People weren't even getting the kind of money that it is now, fam.
In a general
season.
In a
Kevin
general
Hart bringing numbers. He bringing Kevin Hart bringing them. He had that's when the social media numbers were kicking in.
No, nobody's watching them bullshit movies.
You saying that, but the numbers say different.
The attention he had on his eye.
Okay, I got you. I get it. Everybody gonna watch the first one so they can.
Just because you don't like something don't mean the masses did.
Which is still.
I mean, I watched some of them Kevin Hart movies. Shit.
Me too. But most of them are trash.
I can only watch them once. I can only watch them once.
Yeah, only once. I won't go back to them like Friday.
That's my point.
Yeah,
they want to. They like licks. It's like pop-up shops.
It's hard to.
And I ain't gonna lie, I actually like Wahlberg movies. But when he did that one with Kevin Hart, it was semi like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, but I'm just saying.
I ain't never said, "Ooh, I want to watch Kevin Hart movie again."
Just watch it. I mean, maybe back when he was doing it. Oh my God, no, and all.
Yeah, Soul Plane. I watch Soul Plane.
I'm just saying.
But it ain't because of Kevin Hart. Yeah.
That's one of my Christmas.
That's a good one. All right, then let me leave Steve alone. Steve gonna jump on me. I keep talking about this shit, bro. Make sure
flip the camera and everything on your ass. Look at him, shit.
You got it, Steve. You got it.
This shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. All right, so let's go and get into it, man. Mute you.
The muted and everything.